The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
This is the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. Trap comedy at its finest. Where if you can't slang yourself, you might as well hang yourself. This is also where you can turn yourself into dope and you become the real man. Whoa, yeah.
Okay, welcome to another exciting episode of the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. It is September 4th, 2018, and we want to let you guys know first off top, press the subscribe button and press those like buttons, and please, please, please leave your comments below. And those of you that are watching anywhere else, share these videos if you like them, you know what I'm saying, because some people need some of this inspirational, thought-provoking content that we discuss on this show. Now, I want to get right on into it. This week has been a very interesting week because we had a lot of things going on. We lost Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul, last week, and we saw some the eulogy, the funeral on television. It was televised, which was a circus in and of itself. But before we get to these discussions, we want to introduce the usual suspects. First, we got to our left is the man with the plan, the man with the what's hood, Mr. Packett. Packett's in the house. How was your week, Packett?
Man, my week was good. It was wonderful.
And your show started this week, was it?
Yes. It started every Tuesday at 12.
What's the name of your show again?
Blow the Whistle.
Blow the
Whistle Sports.
What is that show about?
Oh, it's all about sports, man. We get real deep into football, basketball, everything. You know?
And I got a chance to check it out today. I really like the style you guys got. Referee shirts.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know they made them in your size.
Foot Locker. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was a Foot Locker worker going home. I had to get her out of her shirt because she gave me more room because she had a little.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. You look well. You look like a very well-fed Beetlejuice. It was great. Now,
it was funny. Labor Day was here, and my girl called me and was like, "Hey, baby, you want to work out?" Mm-hmm. I thought it was going down.
Right.
She came pick me up.
Yeah.
We got to the house, you know, and we was at the gym. I was like, "What the hell is this?"
A surprise workout.
Really working out.
Yeah, really working out.
That's teamwork.
Man.
That is teamwork. Kudos. I like her already.
She tricked your ass to the gym.
I like her already.
Hey.
So
whatever it takes.
Needless to say, your week started off really well, huh?
Oh, yeah, my week is good.
What about you, Farouk? How was your week? Anything exciting?
Man, I had a great week last week, man, but I ended off with a bang, man, at the George Clinton Fishbone concert.
Oh, yeah, we went to that, yeah. The George Clinton Fishbone concert.
Had a real nice time, man. Sir Nose was putting on the strip tees for the hoes, you know. Sir Nose. I'm pissed off Star Child wasn't there, man. Star Child should have been running around with the damn dirty diaper on, man.
Now, George Clinton got to be at least 79, 80 years old, huh?
He's still a hell of a performer.
Did he lose a beat?
Nah, not at all.
Not one
man.
step.
Not at all.
Did you get offended by any of the visual effects that you saw there?
Yeah, the big fat nigga with the titties and the G-string on.
They kind of threw you off?
And the kilo on it. You know, he remind me of a motherfucker on the cell.
It wasn't a keloid, it was a tumor. He had a big tumor on his chest.
Yeah. For real?
Yeah, it looked like he had his shirt off. Now, this dude got to be the most confident dude in the world because he just said, I'm going to perform in front of these people. I'm going to take my shirt off. And it looked like he had a pot roast on his chest, like a whole pot roast. And then he had a thong or was it a G-string?
Yeah, he reminded me of the bastard executioner. That's who he looked like.
But he was jamming, and it was beautiful. And we got a
that the show where did Bushwick Bill perform?
Bushwick Bill showed up.
I think I saw a clip from that.
Yep.
And it was real strange too because he sung "My Mind's Playing Tricks on Me" to Needy.
Right.
I don't know how the fuck that went, but, just like me and Marv was doing the recap on it, I told Marv that George Clinton just running the electric circus.
Yeah, man.
A real live freak show.
Because the Universe Soul Circus is out of business, and George Clinton can take over right there. Because I'm going to say something. I did learn some history because Bushwick Bill, to me, let me know that he is the original Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap bit Bushwick style. He had one eye and dreads, and he was rocking the house, and that same thing Fetty Wap do. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
He's just a taller Bushwick. You feel me?
Oh, man, homie.
Now, my week was cool. I had an enjoyable week. I actually took a day off on Labor Day. I did some cooking. I fried some rainbow trout. Came up with a nice sauce I call booyah sauce.
Booyah.
Yeah, because when you taste it, you be like, booyah. You know what I'm saying? It was very delicious. Of course, I mixed it with some of that sweet Baby Ray's.
That make everything taste better.
Yeah.
Man, Baby Ray's is the business.
And I'm just happy to be here because, a lot of times we tend to take life for granted. Which brings me to this topic I wanted to discuss, which is the Aretha Franklin extravaganza funeral that was televised. Now, to me, it looked like it was a singing contest. Who was trying to out-sing the next person? Everybody did their thing. I think Shaka Khan did a great job.
Of course.
I mean, Mr. Big, I don't know if he was drunk or sad, emotional, but he could have sat his ass down. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Mr. Big?
Yeah, Ron Ice.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. He was really, as the young people say, all in his feelings.
He had his shit fried, dyed, and laid to the side, man.
Yeah, I don't know if he was crying because Aretha was gone.
Did he sing?
Or he left that perm on too long.
What song did he sing?
We don't even know. It was just really sad.
A church song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I damn near wanted to cry. I thought he was crying.
Now, the thing is, this is what everybody's talking about, is especially Aretha's family. They are condemning the comments made by the family pastor, which is Reverend Jasper Williams, Jr., who got up there and just, he started doing the eulogy, and I counted it had to be at least 3 days long.
He fucked up Stevie Wonder's performance.
I was waiting for Stevie
performance could have been longer.
Stevie Wonder was back there looking on stage like, who is this motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you.
I told y'all that nigga can sing.
And it proved it that time because he was looking like, is this motherfucker still on stage? I mean, because this guy, he was sitting up there. He started off really cool. But then I had to look at it from this point of view. Everybody was getting their little 5 minutes of fame on there because it was televised. And
the people getting their 5 minutes of fame were the actual stars.
Yeah.
The people that was getting their fame on were the people at the church.
Yeah, I think this.
The minister Louis Farrakhan was also, there, but
the only most respectable person there.
Yeah, he didn't speak.
Sat there
he
and
was
relaxed.
very respectful, and he kicked back. Now, I would tell you, Bill Clinton turned it out. He's
the first black president.
Yeah, but that was a funny little joke that Pastor Charles Ellis said. And then Bill, he actually did a good job, because he had interactions with Aretha. You could tell that he was emotional about it, and he really did a great job. I still don't know what the hell Jesse Jackson said at all. I couldn't figure out one word.
Man, Jesse.
At one point, I thought...
He need to go to sleep, and Al Sharpton need to eat.
At one point, I thought Jesse was being disrespectful because he couldn't pronounce her name right. Did you notice that? He was like, Aretha Franklin. I was like, are you talking about urethras or Aretha?
Yeah, he called her Rita.
Yeah, Aretha Franklin.
Yeah, just Rita.
Yeah,
he called her Aretha Franklin.
One thing about urethra, I'm like,
That's how most niggas say her name. Most niggas don't never pronounce her name. Aretha Franklin. Most niggas say, you talking about Aretha Franklin? Niggas say Aretha Franklin.
But Jesse said urethra.
Yeah.
Now, of course, if you're going to go and pay your respects to the Queen of Soul, at least get the pronunciation straight.
I agree.
This is true.
Now, there was another pastor, which was emceeing the whole thing, and I think he did a bang-up job. What do you guys think? This was Pastor Charles Ellis. Did you think he did a great job?
To the last scene, he should have rushed his ass off. Everybody else, he made sure they hurry up and got their ass right on off. He should have did that to the last pass.
Now, the big hoopla about him is they said he inappropriately groped Ariana Grande's breast by hugging her.
What would you do then?
As a pastor?
Yeah.
I'd at least gave her one of them Bill Cosby drinks first. I would have just went straight for the gusto.
What pissed me off was she wasn't the one complaining. It was everybody else complaining.
I don't think she even, I don't even think she realized it because,
her boob's not that big.
Right, most of it was cushion probably. It was probably cushion.
Air.
Air. It was probably air bags.
He anointed with the spirit, so he put them hands on that
he was
titty.
laying hands on
it felt good to her titty. She didn't complain. People out there, haters. A pastor got a right to touch on titties. He's a man.
He was simply laying hands on the young man.
The whole
what
thing
do you think
was
about that?
She did not complain. Everybody else made a big deal about it. Social media made a big deal.
Why
Did you see it?
Why they not saying shit about the Pope? They talking about this man holding on the titty, which we all, a man, have did it sometime.
But there's a time and a place for it.
But why they don't say nothing about the Pope? The time was then, and the titty was right there. So, hey.
Well, we glad that you weren't in that position, Farouk.
Why?
I would have never touched her.
On purpose.
Nah.
Yeah.
On purpose.
But that
Marv
brings
kind
us.
of know me, man.
But that brings us to the whole topic of discussion. It's about how people perceive things in America. You got these people trying to put something good together. You're going to have haters everywhere. It seems like it's people out there that just constantly look for the negatives just so they can have something bad to say that will make their day. Because you can't please everyone about anything. Now, there are certain conspiracies that go around, and I think the one you had mentioned a couple of shows ago is very important when you said that the black woman's edges are mysteriously going extinct around it.
So the endangered species list.
I looked into that, and I did some research. I blame it on chemtrails.
Chemtrails?
Yeah,
I think
chemical trails from that damn perm.
Yeah, the chemtrails are causing our sisters' edges to really thin out and causing them to act crazy. And I do have some footage of some things that really happened this week that can probably support that theory. Number one, there was a D.C. woman whose edges are very questionable. We have the tape right here. She attacked this bus from road rage.
I saw this one.
Did you see those edges?
Are you kidding me? She's been arrested. That's a federal crime. This is a fucking public area.
Look like she has a meat headband on.
Fucking kidding me?
Maybe that's why she's pissed off.
That's the chemtrails and them edges. Now she's doing the job on this bus. Now listen to the bus driver.
Isn't that the bus driver sitting in front of the car?
No, bus driver inside the bus, where she should be safely.
Got her place?
But it don't stop there.
And look at this motherfucker standing in the street.
Yeah, he thinks he's Bruce Willis.
Shit.
Oh, yo.
Oh, get that shit. She's going to fucking jail.
What the fuck?
Yo. Oh, no, y'all gotta help me.
Oh, now she want to help.
Yo, leave him. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. What the hell? Yo.
Now watch closely. This
What
ain't
are you
over.
doing,
See
bro?
them edges?
You
That's our man, man. That's our man. That's the. You guys doing?
Now who is this? This is Bruce Willis.
That's the bus driver. That gotta be the bus
No,
driver.
the bus driver's a
driver's a
female.
female.
Look at that. Look. She ain't finished.
Yo.
He played a good victim, though. You saw that? He laid down on the car.
Look at him.
Hey, but this is the part that I love. Watch him closely.
Hey, just move from auto car so you don't get hurt.
Yo.
Watch out. You watch out.
There go the black guy, the helpful black guy.
She's not finished.
Watch this, though. Watch him. Oh, man.
Look at Bruce Willis.
He deserved that.
Yeah, exactly. He deserved
Now,
that.
If you listen, watch how helpful this brother is.
Why would you jump
You right, man?
He's gonna help him with common sense.
Come on, man. You're gonna get away with it. Why would you get jumping? So what? They can get over her later.
right.
You alright?
Yeah.
I got.
He like, I'm getting paid.
I
Okay.
have everything.
Now look here. Chemtrails.
Okay.
There's no
I'll
other
go for that.
explanation. Now we just saw proof. We just saw the edges gone.
I'll
And
go for it.
The
Now,
road
what
rage.
was that at again?
This was in. We're gonna say this was in D.C. District of Crack. Used to be called District of Crack.
Oh, well, she was pissed off because she can't, go get what the fuck she want from the grocery store no more because Donald Trump's sending boxes to their goddamn house.
Oh, they don't like them EBT
She was
boxes?
pissed off that they Labor Day, a box came late. And, the freeze dry. You ever taste freeze-dried chicken?
Yeah, but can you equate that with chemtrails?
Yeah, The crack man didn't give her no credit. I mean, she was fucking mad, man.
Now, Packett, you saw that. You saw how friendly that brother was.
Yeah. The helpful brother?
Yeah, how would you would have
Hey, man, you out? He sounded like, what's Chris Tucker? Yeah. He sounded like Chris Tucker.
You all right, man?
Hey, that show wouldn't have been me. I would have made sure they didn't touch this. I like where he backed everybody up. Like, look, let the police handle this. Y'all not the police. Y'all not about to be grabbing on this sister. But then she, told him to get out the way, get out her way.
Do y'all know when shit like that happen, every goddamn white person jumps in action and they are deputized?
Yeah, she was going to get away.
Have you seen that lately?
Hey,
calling on little kids, selling water, on niggas barbecue.
You saw him do the Superman on top of the car?
Yeah, I like that.
And he said,
too early.
What was his explanation? She was going to get away.
Right.
Yeah, see? Dudley do right.
Now,
he deserves a fucking Oscar for that performance.
Yes, he does.
He got good flopping skills.
Now, look here.
Yes, he should have been a basketball player.
Before we go to commercial, we want to see what any of the listeners have to say about this. What would you do in a situation like that? Because you must understand that we here at the lounge are very serious. We're trying to get to the bottom of this. Protect your edges, sisters, so you don't lose your mind. And if you got anything to chime in about in regards to these situations that's going rampant in this country.
A lot of women been losing their mind this week, got in trouble with the law.
We're going to get to that.
Yeah, man.
As soon as we come back from commercial, call this number, 323-293-3375. That's 323-293-3375. And we'll be right back after this very important message.
Look at all these edges.
All right, we're back. So let's get down to the bottom of this. We're trying to find out what's going on with these edges. They're going extinct with the sisters out here. Now, I said I think it's chemtrails. Now, this happened in D.C. that we were just talking about. This lady that viciously, for no apparent reason, attacked a bus with a hammer. I don't know what would cause you to do that other than some kind of chemicals.
Yeah, she was pissed off.
Yeah, and what? She couldn't get on the bus? Or maybe her dude was on that bus with another girl or something. Man, what could cause a sister?
I don't know why she took anything out on the bus. Mm-hmm. Maybe she was mad that she had to catch the bus for so many motherfucking years before she got the chance to drive. Shit, I don't know.
Now,
she said he messes her car up, so did she get hit from behind?
Well, I don't know because it looked like there was a significant amount of space in between the bus and her car. But I did realize that there was a significant amount of space between her ear and the rest of her hair. Them edges is the problem. Now, let's go to Dallas. There's a woman.
Right.
Her edges slightly dissipating as well. Now, she led the police in a car chase, high-speed chase.
Wow.
With her baby in the car, and she had carjacked that car. Do we have that footage, Poetess? Let's look at this.
Her arm is sticking out of the door right now, out of the window. We're just passing Palms Road. She's number 3 lane now, number 2 lane. Still high rate of speed coming up to the creek.
Look at that.
Hold here, 1050, 1050 and 2536 and
she's
military.
Making a dash.
Look at that.
She's in the back seat. She's got the baby and we're running. We're running southbound from the accident.
And she's gone.
Received vehicle crash at 2536 at military. Female with a baby is running southbound from the crash.
Oh, it's affecting white women as well.
Okay, we're getting in a white Nissan Xterra. Troops in front of it. Hold the air.
Who let her in the car?
That's somebody she know.
She actually was trying to push the lady out of the car.
Doors are open. Troops trying to get her out now. Female driver of this white Nissan Xterra also has a child, and the baby's safe.
107 EMS has been notified.
Don't say it's a baby safe and you throw the baby on the curb.
Now let's look at this. Now, that was a white woman. Now you could tell by the way she was running, she got a black boyfriend. The way she was holding that baby, like, maybe she had some Kardashian in her.
Patty Hearst.
She was running like she had a little Reggie Bush, encounter in her life.
She didn't forget the baby. The baby was right along with her.
She got that baby.
Is he an accessory?
That's the money. When you're a baby mama, you got to have that baby get that check.
Man.
Mm-hmm. Chemtrails.
I wonder what the baby face was looking like.
The baby face was like,
what we doing?
What's happening? You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on, because the women out here are so crazy right now. Man. They need love, man. They don't need all this social media. This social media is tearing them up. She was just probably trying to get a donkey of the day. Now, what do you think about what you just saw, Pack?
Chemtrails. Hey, that's the only thing we can say.
What if you was the baby daddy? What was you if you was the baby daddy and you would just sit back and work, hard working daddy, or maybe you was at a trap house
watching the news,
and that was your baby mama
on the news. With your baby. In a high-speed chase.
Is that Ethel?
Did she just wreck my car? Now you've dated white women before. I know you ain't never dated a white woman named Ethel. Come on, you do better than that.
What's wrong with Ethel?
I don't know. That sounds like an old white woman. You sound like Bill Cosby now.
Hey, she won't get the pill.
What kind of reaction would you have if you'd have saw your baby mama on a high-speed chase?
I'd be pretty shocked, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be pretty shocked, man. That's, I don't know, man. Like you said,
kind of stunned?
Chemtrails, man. The shit is in the air, man. I mean, a lot of people losing their minds, man, And
I believe that, man. But so what needs to be done about this is I think people need to go ahead and really get themselves together, because I think it's the chemtrails, and it's a combination of that and the social media. Because I've noticed some people, you can't even have a normal conversation with them unless it's via Facebook. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
That's technology, because some people, you can't even talk to them in person unless you talk to them on text message.
Right. If you're talking to a woman, like maybe you're in a relationship with her, she doesn't think it's offensive to be on her phone during the conversation. You're like, hey, can you put your phone down and give me your undivided attention? Now, all of a sudden, the argument switches. You're the bad guy now because you want her to put the phone down.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? So if you really want to have that conversation with your woman, you got to really just inbox her. Because a lot of people are
on a date.
Yeah, yeah.
While she's sitting across the table from
Yeah. I've seen it happen. I've been in houses with families sometime where the whole family, they don't speak to each other. They just via text. Really, it was a guy, the kid was in the bathroom. He had texted his mama to bring him some toilet paper. I'm not kidding you.
That's how they operate right now, man. It's funny that you're bringing that up. I was talking to somebody.
But there's an advantage to that, man. I wish, certain people, when they decide to argue with one another, and act a damn fool, they go through that do text message, so nobody else got to be affected with their bullshit.
Well, I don't know, because a lot of things are lost in translation when it comes to text messaging. You could put a happy face, a smiley face next to something, and it can still be taken out of context. You dig what I'm saying? I mean, I was texting with my wife one time, and she put an emoji down. I thought she wanted to treat me to some ice cream until I got home, and I found out it was
You thought it was chocolate ice cream?
Yeah, I love chocolate ice cream.
A shit emoji,
it was a shit emoji. Trying to tell me that I wasn't shit.
Only you.
No, I mean, have you seen this emoji? It looked like some of that delicious soft serve. When you get it off the ice cream truck, it looked like soft serve.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And then she was like, well, you missed it. You missed the whole point. I said, so that means we're not going to get ice cream?
Mr. Poop, huh?
Right. You know what I'm saying? Poop daddy in the house.
You're full of shit.
So now, just to find out, make sure that I'm not alone, Packett, have you ever had any situation that things were lost in translation, especially since you got a new girlfriend?
Man, stuff gets lost in translation all the time when you're dealing with that social media. You know why?
I'm talking about you, since you had you just been in this relationship, a couple of months now, a month?
A couple of months, but I've been in this relationship for months now.
How many months?
Like 7.
Okay.
Maybe 8.
Now, you guys do text, right?
Yeah.
Has anything been misconstrued through text messages?
Yes, it has.
Give me an example.
Let me see. Well, it's been a couple of things
What's the most recent?
Most recent, we were supposed to go somewhere, and I said that no. The most recent was I was coming from a poker game, and I was like, all right, babe, I thought I was doing the honorable thing because I was supposed to go over after the poker game, but it was late, and she had to get up early. So I was like, all right, baby, you have a good rest, because I was trying to see if she was still up. Instead of me asking, are you still up? I was like, you go ahead and you rest. And so then she hit me back like, so I've been waiting up all this time, you're not coming over? And I was like, wait. I'm coming over now that I see that you're up.
A U-turn.
I said, I know that you're up. I was just trying to see if you were up. She's like, why didn't you say that?
All this through text?
All through text.
And there was no U-turn emoji for you to put?
No, it was no U-turn emoji, but my whole thing was like, all I said was, have a good night. And this started like...
But did you make that U-turn? You took your ass over there, didn't you?
No, I didn't go over there. I didn't go over there because it was late.
By the time y'all finished texting, it was time for her to go to work.
It basically not time for her to go to work, but it's like might as well go home because we wouldn't get any sleep.
So why did you just call her? Why did you just call her instead of texting her?
See, that's why I didn't want to talk about this, because that's the same thing she said. Why don't you just call?
Well, I'm just wondering, because I'm trying to get into it myself, so I can understand, so I don't get that ice cream emoji anymore.
So you don't have any problems especially when you're dealing with your woman. Just call. So
do you FaceTime each other?
Yes, we do.
All the time?
Yeah, we do a lot.
Okay, you don't be at the strip club and then tell her you're at your mama's house, and then when FaceTime,
even when I didn't have a girl,
you tipped the girl extra $20 to act like she's your mama.
The strip club wasn't my thing. The strip club wasn't my thing. Never my thing.
Now, what type of FaceTiming are you talking about? Packett probably FaceTiming all the motherfucking time with her.
Oh, now at the beginning.
Oh man, FaceTime is.
I'm at food for less, baby.
I ain't talking about the phone.
Oh,
I'm talking about for real FaceTiming.
Oh.
Hell yeah!
Can I see your goatee again, please?
Ain't nothing wrong with FaceTime, right, baby?
Remember, you are on a diet.
Yeah. Not when it comes to that.
Now, Farouk, do you have any examples of things getting lost in translation while texting in a relationship?
Man,
or do you just strictly don't text? Or
I don't really like to text my girl. My girl to text message me shit when she's mad or whatever, you know. But it just get mixed up in the normal conversation, man.
Do you? But on text message, do you send long text messages or
no? Not at all. My text messages are brief because see, my thing is, some people leave you a whole goddamn novel, and in my mind, I just call them. Right. Because I'm not finna read all this shit. You done wrote a whole novel worth of shit. Yeah. So I just push call and I ask them what do they have to say.
And their punctuation is all bad.
But then when I read it later, right? Mm-hmm. That ain't even what the fuck they want to talk about. So I don't get caught up in that text message shit, man.
I usually tell people with me, if it's anything over 4 lines, I ain't gonna.
Yeah, that's too much.
I'm gonna stop reading after 4 lines.
I have to point something out to you guys. You guys are self-employed, which means you can jump on your text or jump on your phone and call people at any time.
No, that ain't what it means.
People, because when I'm at work and the boss is walking around and I send you a quick text message, it's for you to read and text me back. So when I get to that next blind spot, I can text you again.
How do they know that?
Because if you know somebody's at work, you know they working.
When I'm at work and I
supposed
got
to be on your
4
phone while
people
you're working,
waiting,
right?
I don't even answer my damn phone. Then when I do answer, when I get some clear, well, why do you answer your phone? Because I'm fucking at work.
Right. And then why? And if you know that, Packet, why would you leave long-ass text messages like you just raise your hand and say you do?
I leave a text message so when you get to it, you get to it.
Why you leave a long motherfucker?
That's not a message. That's called text speeches.
Right. Textbooks.
A message is, how are you doing?
Heartfelt message.
Call me when you get time. See you later.
Right.
That's called a text speech.
Do you start your text messages off like, dear so-and-so, how was your day?
Well, I've been wanting to talk to you about this for a long time. So before I get started, I want to know, how was your day? I hope that it was fine. Anyhow, as I was saying previously, as I begin this text, that's too much.
On this day of September,
man. Yeah, that's too many words, man.
Yeah.
Are you cooking tonight? That's a text message.
Bingo. I mean, shorten this shit down because nobody wants to leave these long messages. Nobody wants to read them. Just call the person and say what you want to say. You know what I mean? Period. They get too tied up in this text message. Then I've experienced where just the average person will get mad, like if you don't return the text message in a certain time. Oh, why you didn't return I've been texting you and texting you. Well, why? And they'll ask these questions in text message. Well, number one, it's over 4 lines. I ain't reading it. And you could have just called me and said what you wanted to say. Period. Correct?
No. You heard what Farouk said. If you call him and you're just as busy as him. Right. If you call, you're going to get the answer machine. So text message, at least you get to hear what I'm saying instead of me putting on the answer machine.
So what did that tell you? That person don't want to talk to your ass no damn way.
No, you're working. That's why you leave a text message so you can get back to it and you see the whole text message and you can text back and we can still keep on with our day.
That's why when somebody's calling you, it got
quick ones.
Yeah, but see, it got, you can answer it. Mm-hmm. You cannot answer it, and it got declined with an excuse. So you put decline with an excuse. Call you back later working.
I'm busy.
So you put the phone down. You ain't got time to be doing all this shit.
Now those other reasons they give you, those quick ones, they're never over 2 lines.
That's true.
They don't say what had happened was, check this out. I would have answered, but I'm on the toilet right now. Anyway.
So you got 5 people waiting for you while you working. How long is that going to take?
How long is it going to take for what?
5 hours. Messages? No, 5 hours while you working. If you got 5 customers, how long is that going to take?
To return somebody's text or to finish their heads?
To finish all those heads. Because you're not going to answer your phone
That's
until
2 haircuts an hour. So that's 1, 2, about 3 hours.
So 3 hours.
Now I'll return somebody's
text. So if something's going on with your daughter at school.
That's an emergency. I say, excuse me. But if it's just a regular old person, they just got to wait till I get around to it.
But if I text you, like, we're on the way to the hospital with this, then you know, right?
You should have called me on that.
Thank you. Because if it's important, call me. If it's a text message, it ain't that goddamn important.
You're not going. Didn't he just say he ain't going to answer the phone?
If I'm busy.
He said he's not. Exactly. So if you're busy, it's best to leave that text message. So when you look, you already know what's going on.
What makes you think if I'm not going to answer my phone, then I'm going to stop to see what the fuck you wrote me?
Once you finish.
Because
you're busy.
Hold on, let's get it clear.
All right.
Now, in a situation like that,
right.
A family member. Now, we have names attached to the person that's calling. Now, if it says, my wife or my daughter or something like that, yeah, and they're calling me, and they know all the rules, I already know it's something important, so I will answer that. But if it's just somebody rinky-dink, J Money, T Money, Johnny Ray.
What you doing today? I'm fucking working right now.
That's that situation. But if something emergency happened on the street and your wife is rushing somebody to the hospital or something and she sees somebody, could you call him? Then you'll be before it happens.
Come on
happens.
now.
It happens. It happens.
It does
happen.
Well, somebody gonna be.
I'm not saying all the time, and you are right about some of the time. About
just
the
say
short message.
you like communicating through texts.
Well, hold on.
Because you sound like you defending text messages.
I will answer that. I'm not just gonna be acting like that never happens. So let's just say something like that happened. I don't recognize the number.
Right.
I'm gonna think it's one of them robo-calling motherfuckers, the ones that be robots for me. Hey, this is Jane. How are you?
Yeah, or
scam likely. And I ain't gonna answer that phone. Somebody gonna get hurt, and they gonna be able to. They gonna have to figure that shit out on their own.
If it's that type of emergency, I don't care who you are. You better dial 911. What the fuck you calling me for? First of all, I'm not around you to render any type of CPR or medical assistance. So if it's that type of emergency, you need to call the real emergency people.
Now, Packett, when your phone says scam likely, do you answer those calls?
No.
I think you do.
No, I don't.
What about you,
Farouk?
No. I don't answer private calls.
Now, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I will answer scam likely, and I'll talk to him, but then I'll mess with him.
I know when you answer it, when you're not Marv, when you're Merv.
No, I answer sometimes.
Merv will answer those calls and give them the business.
If they call me too late, I'll start talking to them like they my only friend. Like, hi, it's Jane. I'll be like, Jane, you know what's going on? Let me tell you what's going on.
Hey, look, I know you didn't call for this, but...
Look, Jane be on the phone. We want to talk to you about your student loan. Before we talk about that student loan, let's talk about these niggas, okay? This is their last time to collect your debt and pay your debt. Okay, we gonna get to that, Jane. But these niggas I mean, I will have a whole conversation with them. And then I find out, that's how I found out they was robo calls. Because I said something, and then I said, now what you think I should do about this nigga, Jane? And she go, oh, I haven't thought about that. I said, wait a minute. That sounds like artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll have to think about that. Let me get back to you. I was like, oh, Jane, you bullshit.
You broke the message machine.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to be careful who's on the other end of that phone. Now, I remember I dated this girl who was hearing impaired. Now, I don't know if anybody ever dated somebody that was hearing impaired, but you have to, it's a medium, like a mediator. You call, and then they'll translate some kind of way to the hearing impaired person what you're saying. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm talking to the mediator. I'm like, yeah, tell her I said she looked nice last night, and I'm the guy from the bar at the club. So the mediator said that, and then the girl remembered me, and so I'm trying to get over there to get busy with her. So I'm getting ready to tell her some freaky stuff, and then I was like, well, why don't you just hang up with her and let me just talk to you? You dig what I'm saying? Why should I? Because I don't know neither one of y'all. This is my first time really talking to both of y'all. So let me just mack your ass down. Since you can hear me anyway. You feel me?
Right.
Both of them hung up.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Most of the time, they be somewhere over there in India any goddamn way.
For real?
Yeah.
I be thinking they all around the corner. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
Them 1-800 numbers.
So anyway, back to what we talked about. So these text messages, I tend to handle them a certain way. I don't like reading one that's over 4 lines, and I don't like sending a long-ass text message. I'd rather just call the person. You dig what I'm saying? Unless it's just about some bullshit.
Right. Well, that's why I brought up your job, because, me, if I'm doing a job, I'm doing bodyguard work, sometimes I'm not free for 5-6 hours. Mm-hmm. So it's best to leave, whatever you need to tell me, leave me the message. And so when I get that little bit of time, go to the restroom or something, I can hit it back and text you back. It works out. It depends on the job, though.
Okay. Well, that's text messaging. We're going to go to commercial. When we come back, we're going to talk about this what's what.
What's what?
I hate a motherfucker to try to cuss you out through a text message.
Oh, how you supposed to respond?
You don't even vibrate good. You need to wait till you see me face to face to do that. Cause I like cussing the motherfucker out face to face.
Right.
I don't even like cussing a person out on the phone because I feel so fucking stupid when they hang up. And you still be talking, when you be on the good one. Hey, you. Hello? Hello?
It's like you done told them off and it's already.
Yeah, they didn't hear nothing you say because they hang up on you. So I got to run up on you face to face if I want to cuss you out.
And don't cuss me out in all emojis.
Yeah.
We got a caller. Okay, caller. Welcome to the Mad Marv's Comedy Lounge. What's your name? And caller, you say what?
Nigga, this is Nefarious Baltimore.
The Nefarious Baltimore. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing all right, Thomas. How the rest of you guys doing?
Al Tuma. What's up, Al?
I'm hanging in there, man.
You know what's up. He got a piece of straw in his mouth and he up there chewing it.
First of all, we want to congratulate you on your show, Tumor Town. It's very, very entertaining.
Oh, man, and it's funny as hell,
yeah,
too,
it is.
I love it, man.
I told you, don't be doing none of that dancing, Al. Stop that dancing and get to the show.
And like I told you, ain't no bitch ever told me I couldn't dance, fat boy. So I don't know what you goddamn talking about. Anyway, I'm checking out the show, man. But as a concept, I'm trying to work out for my show tomorrow, and I want to ask you three gentlemen, what is worse? Is it worse to be called a nigger by a white person or to be called a coon by your own people?
Whoa. I think that's about the same.
Nah, I think it's worse to be called a coon.
Yep.
I think
it's far worse to be called a coon.
I think it's worse to be called a coon by a coon.
And by your own people.
Yeah. Well, see, my whole contention is this, man. I mean, when you say your own people, what really are you getting to? See, some of us think your own people mean people of the same hue, and I learned at the age of 15 that just because you my color don't make you my kind. See, you can have my same color, but if you's a stupid, unintelligent, lazy motherfucker, me and you not my motherfucking people. All my people get up off of their ass and go out and get it.
Exactly.
So you might not be my kind. We got the same color, but we ain't the same kind of motherfucking people. So same thing. If you're a coward, what the fuck? We not the same kind because I'm not a coward.
And in essence, Al, just because it's in a casserole dish, don't make it a casserole.
Yeah.
Look how easily we just rolled by being called a nigger by a white person. I said nigger.
You must be by yourself. You just had to get that out.
It's the same thing, man. I laugh, man. I tell white people, first of all, I'm not a nigga because a nigga is a byproduct of you. And you don't have a damn thing to do with my making, white man.
So what do you tell the coons when they call you a coon?
I don't tell them shit. They might get palm party. But the thing is, a lot of us throw that word around too loosely, man. It's like, a brother might be very intricate in his speech pattern or, his vernacular ability, to talk on a certain level. He might have that. And, some nigga that can barely read a Janet and Mark book and this nigga pronunciation is all fucked up all the time because this brother tried to speak perfectly good English. He'll call him a coon. Or somebody to put their family and their job before hanging out with a bunch of low-lifted ass nigga. Oh, man, this nigga's a coon. Okay, so I'm just saying, we throw that word around loosely, and my thing is, most of the motherfuckers running around here calling people a coon is the biggest goddamn coon and a buffoon. Because my thing is, get your business. The people don't want to hang around with your ass or they don't like you, leave them the fuck alone. Everybody got a right to live their life however they want to.
Now, Farouk, that is a hell of a point. Al, you going to have Farouk on your show tomorrow? Your next show for this topic?
Well, y'all welcome to come down anytime, motherfucker. You were welcome to come down, and you still ain't.
Yeah, I'll do that, man. You know, I like talking about white folks saying niggas, man, what they have in common and what they don't, you know. But I tell you one thing, though, me and a nigga ain't got nothing in common.
Now, all right, thank you for calling, Al. We about to go to commercial, and thanks for calling in to the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge.
Make sure you watch, Al. Keep watching now.
All right.
Thanks for calling, Al.
Toomer Town.
Yeah, man. Al's show pretty
That was
funny.
a cold-ass little concept. We're back. Welcome back to the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. This is the part of the show we love to call the packets. What's what?
What's what? Hey.
What's what?
All right, man. Let's get into this. What's what? Kyle Green. He's running for a state seat in Minnesota. Mm-hmm. Black man. He's running his ad as he wants. Let me say it the way he says it. I'm Kyle Green. I want to be your state representative. I want to be your public servant, and I want to be your nigga.
What's up with it?
That's how he's. That's what his advertisement is.
Sound like a real nigga to me.
Hey, but I guess he's doing right because he's putting him in the news big time. Mm-hmm. And just if you listen to the ad, it's just crazy. You would never expect this politician. You heard what I said, right?
Yeah. It sounds like he's trying to keep it real.
Yeah, but in Minnesota?
Yeah.
Hey, man, there's a lot of niggas in Minnesota.
Yeah, but he needs some white people to vote for him too, right?
Well, you know how white people...
But that might make a white person feel good.
Yeah.
When you got a black person saying, hey, white man, I want to be your nigga. They might...
You know how long they've been
wanting to say that nigga. They might like that.
You know how long they've been wanting to say it? This gives them the opportunity to say, well, I voted for that nigga because he asked it.
Yeah. And he's my nigga.
He said he wanted to be my nigga. So
I just thought it was very
I voted for my nigga.
I just thought it was very, very
Say that again, boy.
I voted for my nigger.
And I can see them saying it somewhere in Minnesota.
Yeah, he's smart.
On the back porch.
Right. Are you going to vote for that nigger? I sure am, because that's my nigger.
All right, well, moving right along with the what's what, we got to talk about it. We got to say something about it. Colin Kaepernick, he's just doing it with that believe in something message for Nike.
And what's that all about?
Hey, Nike, from my understanding, Nike's been paying him all along. They planned to do this campaign a long time ago. Puma and Adidas were trying to jump on it before they did, and he chose to run with Nike because Nike's the bigger company. Mm-hmm. And he's the spokesman. He's the main face of Nike now. And you got all these white people out here cutting Nike symbols off, burning their shoes.
Right.
And I saw this meme, and this meme meant a lot to me. It said, don't burn your clothes or tear your clothes up. Give it to the veterans that's living on the street. Don't mess the clothes up. Give it to them. Remember, you're supposed to care more about them than they don't have nothing. All this good apparel you want to burn and get rid of, start handing it out.
Well, I don't think that's as smart a marketing plan as your boy Kyle, because I think when Kaepernick rose to fame and became the talk of the town, if he were going to get in bed with Nike, they should have came up with their own Nike knee pads. The Kaepernick knee pads. I think, that would have
take a kneel. Huh?
Yeah, and with that swoosh right on the knee pad. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? You really got to take advantage of what the situation is. You dig?
Right.
And I think that's what's the next thing you was talking about, because this is very interesting.
But the campaign, I didn't tell you the whole slogan. Believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything. Just do it. That's kind of high.
Just do it,
right there.
And just do it like a nigger. That's what you should add to it.
Oh, you going back to Kyle Green?
I mean, this dude is my hero now.
Hey, well, lastly but not least, when we're talking about a what's what, we got to go back to an old Cosby actor, Jeffrey Owens.
Okay, he was on the Cosby Show.
Yes. You know, he played Sandra's husband.
Yeah. Oh, the real light skinned docile gentleman.
Yeah, the one that was all really manly. He always used to piss.
Now, how is he in the news? Did he slip some Mickeys?
No, he didn't slip any Mickeys, but he's been bagging some bags at Trader Joe's and cashing some people out at Trader Joe's.
He's working, man.
And what's wrong with that?
Money.
I don't see anything wrong with it, but the internet exploded talking about this man from Cosby to from Cosby Show to Trader Joe's.
Well,
Bill fucked it off for everybody, man. He ain't getting no more residuals for the Cosby. It ain't on TV.
Right.
So he went back to work.
They put it back on.
But look, he's not a starving actor. He's working at Whole Foods, you say, right?
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that a deal?
Trader Joe's.
Hey, what it just did for him, Tyler Perry just offered him a gig on his #1 show.
What, Empire?
Tyler Perry's not on Empire. Where did you get Empire from?
I thought they was the same people, him and Lee Daniels. They ain't the same people?
No.
Same kind of people.
Well, Medea is Tyler Perry too, ain't
Yeah.
They all the same motherfuckers.
Okay. All right, but hey, he's going to be on the #1 show, and it's just, he said that I like that he's out here hustling in between gigs, and he always respects that. Come on down to this network and let's get it in.
Okay.
Gary Coleman was a damn security guard at the Fox Hill Mall.
Hey,
Gary, didn't nobody say nothing about that.
Oh yeah, and Gary was a fine thespian. Oh yeah, he was a mean little bastard, but
he did his job right. He climbed on top of your car. You ain't going nowhere.
Hey, and he could
he got his ass kicked by Big Bertha when she walked up in there. That big old lady beat his ass in there.
That wasn't Precious. And if I will say so myself, I had a chance of hanging out with Gary Coleman back in the D8, and he can play a mean game of pool, believe it or not.
His brother on the show, I play poker with him in Hollywood Park.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he get down to in some poker.
What you talking about?
Yeah.
What, the nigga had the milk stand on the pool table with a milk crate?
No, he laid on the pool table. He stretched himself out and hit 3 whales and killed me off.
That's cheating.
Hey, I got you. You know how when you owe somebody some money? There's a California lady that owed her. She had a company. She owed her whole company money, and to get out of it, she faked being jacked.
Oh, niggas do that all the time.
Hey,
I was on the way to bring you that money, and a nigga got me.
But a whole company. Imagine you working for it, and
it depends on what company. What kind of company was it?
She faked getting kidnapped.
Was it Mary Kay?
They didn't say what type of company it was. They said that she had a lot of employees. Oh, no, it was a trucking business.
Is she in jail?
Yeah, they put her ass in jail.
Now, how much money did she say she got jacked for?
They didn't disclose that type of.
You know, she probably wasn't paying them niggas shit anyway.
Trucking company, they get paid to drive across country.
If you were working under the table, you get what you get.
What do you think? What do you think she did with the money? She's a 33-year-old woman.
And she's a black woman?
Hispanic.
She went and fixed them edges.
Her name was Maria Gomez.
Yeah, she went and fixed them edges.
Or Maria Gonzalez.
She fixed the edges.
Nah, her edges look pretty tight.
Yeah, on the picture.
But that's the what's what for this week. Next week we're gonna have some sports news. Finally.
Finally.
And don't forget, we still got the officepool.com. If you're trying to get in to try to beat the host, because I'm gonna hold it down. I'm gonna put these dudes to shame right here. Officepool.com. You call 293-3375. And we'll give you the password and the ID number to get in the contest with us. I'm about to sit here and plug Marv and Farouk in so we can have these numbers up and we can show you every week who's the man. And I will be. And
as far as the comedy world goes, we lost a hell of a comedian this last month, Mr. Bobby Law. Some people know him as Cleophas. They be jacking me. And he will be missed. And this is Mad Marv for the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge saying see you next Tuesday.
Wow. Peace.
At 7 p.m.
This is the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. Trap comedy at its finest. Where if you can't slang yourself, you might as well hang yourself. This is also where you can turn yourself into dope and you become the real man. Whoa, yeah.
First I hit him, and then I let him. Then I remix it, rewind it.